Stay there, hon. It's too hot out, honey. Too hot, babes. Aw, girl, honey. Aw, you love dad. Do you love your dad, honey? Do you love your dad, honey? Or you just like him average? Do you love dad, honey? Do you love dad or just like him? Which is it, honey? Which is it, love or like dad? Oh, dad's a good girl, isn't it? That's my baby. Oh, look at that dog. Look at that big-eyed baby. Oh, look at my baby. You a good girl? You a good girl, honey? You want to see dad closer? Huh? Oh, that's my baby. Oh, yeah. Okay, you come on up and see dad closer. You see dad closer, honey. Oh, yeah, honey. Good girl, honey. Oh, that's my baby. That's my big baby, honey. That's my good girl, hon. Well, it looks like the notices are not going out. That's okay. I'm in an air-conditioned room today with my dazer. That's a good girl, honey. It's daddy's good girl. Good girl, honey. Keep my dirty laundry behind the TV. Total hillbilly. I got my Daisy girl wanting to get closer today. Yeah, she's gonna look on the computer with dad. A great day today, by the way. The way I do it is I take my videos and stills, and then I put them on an external. Here's that external hard drive I got. It's called the WD 5 terabyte. Really nice. I didn't think I was going to be down here this long. Then I've got my card reader. That's for the XQD for the Nikon camera, and then I have a regular SD card I use. There's my camera. All my photo steps. So what I do is I download all my stuff, and then I go through and I label them. What's what? Like today, these are all new. And then I check them off as I upload them. I try and put them on these old file folders because it's stiff and it's easier to write on, doesn't move around. And then when I get them all uploaded, I just throw it away, start all over again like I did this morning. Hotter than a bitch out today. It's like 92 and the humidity is really high. I had an absolutely fantastic, excellent morning. I saw Jamie, I saw Sherry, I saw Melissa, I saw Chris. I met a new woman, I met a new guy. I talked to Andy, I had a great breakfast. And it's early in the day yet, so I've got all my stuff. I've got my stuff uploading now. You can see here, right here, Jamie's thank you. Hey, Sharon. So you can see Jamie's thank you is uploading, which takes forever. I know I bring that up all the time, but only because it makes me feel better that someone else knows about it. But an absolutely fantastic day. I have most of my stuff handed out. Hey, Bex. And my girl likes to be closer with me. Daisy, Daisy. I took Daisy to breakfast this morning, let her sit in the car, but it's just way too hot for her today. So I'll wait till the sun goes down, take her out to her favorite park later. I didn't take her to the park today. You know, it's not scientific. Hey, Melodic. Yeah, that Leon's is fantastic. Today I got up. It was just too hot and humid, even at 10 in the morning. I'm going to put all those tree high-resolution shots on an SD card for you when I get back. Leon's is great. I'm glad you brought up Leon's, because I'll tell you another cool thing about that. Not only is it great for all the reasons that I've mentioned in the past, the food's good, but I'll tell you, this is going to sound like a crazy observation, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Don't laugh. But it's like all the waitresses and seem like they went to French finishing school. They're always so polite, well-spoken. All the women always have, like, they look like they're pressed garments on. There's no wrinkles, food stains. They all look like they have brand new tennis shoes on. They all have cute tan ankles. They're as good as you could look, and they're also kind and professional. Now, not only, I mean, now, and I'm not bragging. I think they think I'm a big tipper. I'm not always. I've always been a generous tipper, but because of this pandemic and half the capacity is limited and blah blah blah, I leave everybody a $20 tip. You'd have to pull a gun on me and tell me to get lost before I wouldn't tip somebody. So I don't think that. I think it's a possibility that that's why they're nice to me, but I've observed them with other people from all walks of life, and they're just as nice, and that's what really puts the cherry on the top. So not only is Leon's a beautifully designed building, top-notch everything, the interior is gorgeous, it's super clean, very reasonable, the waitresses are great, and the cashiers are always super nice. It's just an overall great experience. And considering it's just a restaurant, that's a big bang for your buck for a very reasonable price. Yeah, too good to be true. Everything's top notch. Yeah, it really is. Uh, when I overheard a guy say he drove 100 miles to get their French toast, that's all it took for me. And saw a couple seniors getting French toast today. Let me put it this way: their French toast is so good that people get it to go. Have you ever heard anybody getting French toast to go? I mean, most of the time you eat what you can, it sucks, and you leave it there. Now, you can say, well, French toast, I mean, how can it not be good? Well, believe me, that's why I don't order it anywhere. It's kind of like barbecued ribs. It's a gamble at best. Now, my little Daisy girl ran her ass off last night. Then, if you look at those photos I uploaded, she's a smart dog. I mean, not that she's got to have a high IQ, but she lays down in that cool mud. So she didn't get to go with me today, so she hasn't, other than go out and go to the bathroom, she's chomping at the bit to get lost. And if I get on my computer, which I've been doing, I just downloaded everything I've done today, video and stills. She doesn't like me staring at that computer screen. She'll bug me to get on me and sit on my lap, which is okay when I'm not typing. Yeah, too sweet and too soggy. Yeah, absolutely, melodic. For a guy your age, you seem awfully worldly. I can't quite figure it out. Being from West Branch, I don't know whether you're just like super smart or you read a lot, but you have like a older person's take on things and appreciation. I don't know how you got that so soon. Hey, Julianne. Daisy. I usually cut her hair every week. Her hair's getting a little bit long, actually. I wouldn't think I'd be down here this long. Here's the deal now, and I've never done this before. I plan on a week is a long time for me to be here, but to be quite honest with you, there's no reason for me to go home. I was here, let's see, today would be Tuesday. So I'm on my 11th day being down here. I go to Barnes& and Noble, I eat my Mexican corn, I get my Leon's lunch. My expenses are paid now through my YouTube channel. That just started happening lately. So it isn't like I'm going in the hole. I mean, I'm still way in the hole if you looked at a channel from the beginning, but I don't really look at it that way because I have fun doing this. But now my expenses are getting paid. Why go home? There's no reason to go home. And I upload new content, so I don't know when I'm going to go home, to tell you the truth. The guys from the post office in West Branch were nice enough to bring all my mail over and go over and take the packages off my porch and put them inside. So I don't see why I'd want to go home, to be honest with you. Just eat a Culver's cheeseburger every day and wish I was in Detroit. Now, I wish it was cooler, but it's not that big a deal. Oh, Daisy, good girl. Daisy, good girl. She's in deep thought. Hey, Dolly. Today is a real burner, though, man. Today is one of the worst days. I can tell the minute I step out. I don't need a hygrometer or a temperature gauge. The minute I walk out of that door and that sun's shining, when I let Daisy out in the morning, I know right away this is going to be a burner or not bad. The good news is the evenings have been great. Last night was a beautiful night. The only little glitch that I have, and that is if I get to the airport after the sun goes down, I'm screwed because they've got that center runway closed and they're not using the right runway when they're landing into the northeast. So last night, once the sun went down, I was screwed. watching any planes take off or land. By the time they take off, they're so far down the runway and high in the air that they look up like a pin dot in the viewfinder. But I went anyway last night. I still got a couple photos of, weird shit like the stairwells and the parking lots. But in a weird way, I think that's beautiful architecture, and I like that emptiness of what used to be a hustling, bustling, busy airport on a Friday night. Oh yeah, I bet it is, Julian. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got a buddy of mine that's writing a book actually that's long story short, like one of the smartest guys I've met in my life. He's got an advanced degree, MBA from Northwestern, grew up in New York City. And he's writing his first book now. His best friend that he went to private school with is Andrew Gross. He's a full-time writer. And Andrew Gross tells him all the time he should have been a writer. Well, he was a writer. And strangely enough, that was after getting an advanced degree and getting fired from 5 good jobs. And he wrote for about 30 years, technical stuff, intellectual property, that kind of thing. And now he's writing his first novel. And I guarantee you that this is going to do well. This guy is just a genius. He aces every test he takes. He's a master. He would kill it on Jeopardy, and I could never get him to go to the tryouts. Uh, that's the guy I was talking to a few weeks ago when he got the detached retina surgery, which he's struggling with. I don't know why he picked me to put me in a book, but he did. I'll let you know when it comes out. I will sign my autograph for $1,000 each. They said it was a loose wire, believe it or not, which if you consider in the high mileage and the fact that I'm driving around Detroit all the time, let's put it this way, it's working fine now, but that was really weird. It could have been, yeah, I'm assuming it was a loose wire. I got an oil change while I was there. Put on about 350 miles since then, so I got an idea they fixed it. And they had a chance to really screw me, and they didn't do it. So I like the place. Hey, Dave. Yeah, Andrew Gross. Yeah, you can look it up. Yep. That's who he's a childhood friend with. So I got my cameras all up. I haven't even been watching any TV lately. Just messing around with my stuff. So it's a good feeling today. I got a lot of good stuff in a short amount of time. And I think I'll probably go over and jack around at Barnes and Noble until they close at 7 for a while. Maybe get some Mexican corn if it cools down enough. Hey, Valerie. Oh, yeah, man. I don't really think I do that much, but I would if I could. I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah, it's a potholes. Plus, I'm coming up on 400,000 miles, so loose wire is certainly a possibility. Yeah. Oh, good. This weekend or next week, Dolly? You better check on that before you call. Check their Facebook because I was there a lot this week and I didn't see them there. They were not there. That's a traveling outfit. So I don't know whether it's just too hot, whether they're doing private events, but I have not seen them there all week. Now, I haven't been down there today. I was on the west side. So make sure you check their Facebook or check with me first uh, on the whether they're there or not. I did eat at Mia Pueblo, which was great. I got that Barrera or Biera or whatever it was. Excellent. Super fantastic. Dolly, I don't know if you've eaten there or not, but it's clean, nice, reasonably priced. They've got a security guard in the parking lot. Good food. But I would have liked to have had a corn. Oh, you're in Detroit all week. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, cool. Mia Pueblo, I'd recommend. I think they're only staying open till like 8 or so. You got to watch that in Detroit now. Probably everywhere, but a lot of places aren't even open. I mean, Mexican Village was closed last week at 9 o'clock on a Friday. They used to be killing it till 2 in the morning. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it's really good. Yep. Yep. Hey, Stephanie. And the the Mexican chicken place is good, but it's a little weird parking there, and you know what I mean. Try Leon's. Leon's is really good. No, you're not going to get anything gourmet at Leon's, but you're going to get anything ethnic really. So but it's super reasonable, super clean, a lot of parking. Hey, baby cakes. Yeah, good day today. Yep. Hey, Watch, how you doing? So I've got Jamie's thank you uploading now. I spent quite a bit of time with Jamie, and she looks excellent, looks great. Had a summer dress on, is staying with her grandfather. She has her dog. Yep, just like good food. Yeah, I mean, if I was down in Detroit, I would probably spend my time trying to, eat ethnic food, because you can't get that where you're living probably. And Leon's is good regular food, but it's still good, particularly their breakfast. Yeah. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Sean. Hey, Frederick. Frederick, you guys working on any contracts or anything? I'm sure Horse Whisperer his horse season got canceled, didn't it? Yeah, Leon's breakfast is great. I don't know how you make all that food that good with that kind of selection every day. Hey, Lili. Oh, okay. Yeah, Daisy. I mean, she's very protective, and I don't trust her 100%. She bit the hell out of everybody when the neighbor first got her, including she tried to get me, and I had to wear welding gloves for 2 weeks before I could touch her without. I couldn't get her groomed. She bit them, bit the vet, and bit anybody that stuck their hand in. And I'm talking about if you came back for a second dose, it was a nip and then it was a bite to the bone. One pissed off, and she can bite harder than hell. As I said, for the first couple years I had her, she would hang off a towel. That's why I think she's got some bulldog in her. Maybe French bulldog, not necessarily pit bull. But this dog can destroy these rawhides like you can't believe. I mean, she has got a hard ass bite. But she's been good, but she nipped at Tassie here a couple months ago, and she nipped at Gerald the other day. She's a smart dog. She knows that she's going to get her ass warmed if she bites somebody. So, I mean, but if she was just around and I wasn't around, that's why I'd never leave her in those circumstances. She looks like a little fluffy dog that you're just going to go up and aggressively pet her. That probably won't work. Oh, you're busy. Good. Congratulations. I had to check out one of those. No, Johnson. What you can do now? Here's one problem I have sometimes. I don't mind. I give all my photography away. It's not that great, but I have a great camera. And honest to God, man, back in the film days, I thought I was a decent photographer. You had to know a lot of shit, and if you didn't, your photos looked like shit. It's not that way anymore. I haven't taken one manual shot with my camera. I will change the exposure value. That's it. It's just a fantastic camera. So actually, since Melodic brought it up, and I got those daytime photos of that tree, I thought, you know what, I'm going to get back there at night. And I'm just going to take my time and I'm going to get some good night shots. And that's what I did. Those are 46 megapixel shots. But what I want you to do is, I'll tell you what's easier for me to do. Sometimes I'll say, if you guys want a photo, let me know. I'll send it to you. And all of a sudden, it becomes this big, giant pain in the ass of finding out which photo it is they want. And these are 45 megapixel shots, which is a large file. A lot of times, you can't even send them that big in an email attachment. So when somebody really likes something that I took a photo of, I'll say, hey, look, when I get home, give me your address. I will put all those photos, daytime and nighttime, on an SD card, and I'll mail them to you. It's easier for me to do it that way. You think, well, SD cards are cheap now. What's it cost me? $1 to mail it? Big deal. It helps me out rather than going through this one file and trying to get it to you somehow without you opening it in a compressed format. No problem. Yeah, it's this killer tree. That's why I took so many shots. It was a night, I use digital lighting and I have fast lenses that I don't need to use a tripod with. And to me, that was perfect lighting. I like that. That was a perfect shot of that tree for me. But I'll send anybody sees something they like that they want, no problem. But just send me your address. Tell me what photo you liked in the subject line, and I'll send it to you on an SD card. It's the easiest way for me to do it. No, Valerie, you're fine. Everything's going fine. It's no problem. No. People ask me all the time, up until like a year ago on my video camera, it's like middle of the road video equipment. And for what I was doing, it was great. But, if I didn't have that microphone, which is a Rode, RODE, that's about a $300 mic. And that thing on it is called a dead cat. I never messed with anything other than the stock equipment that it came with. It's because I didn't really need to. But what happens is when I'm on Michigan Avenue, where I'm up around 6th and Telegraph like I was today, the ambient traffic noise is so loud that you can't hear what the people are saying. Well, that microphone does a pretty good job at taking care of it. Now, if I had a $10,000 microphone like the news channels do, you wouldn't hear any of the traffic, but it does a good enough job for me. But that's an external mic with a dead cat over it. And what the dead cat does, that's what they call it, is it takes away the wind noise, pretty much. Oh, thank you, Lili. He had to block the wind, yep. Yeah. Still really slow around here. A lot of places are closed, weird hours, that kind of thing. When I'm gone, like I said, I'm not a big fan of air conditioning, but when I'm gone, I turn it down to 65 here because Daisy really likes it cool. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but dogs' temperatures are higher than humans. It's actually around 102.3. So sometimes you'll wonder why is the dog panting and I don't seem that hot. That's why. They have a much higher temperature. Yeah, I love watching airplanes. Yeah. Yep. I haven't been current flying a plane in a long time. I don't really miss flying. I did so much of it for so long, and it's so expensive. I'll probably never do it again. I probably won't because I have buddies that still have airplanes and want me to go someplace. I'm not interested. I've done that with a lot of things, Corvettes, boats, Civil War letters. Once I'm done with something, the reason I can doing my antiques is because I just thought I was spending too much time on it. You're obsessed with going to these antique stores and these auctions and eBay and online auctions, and I just said, screw it. I've never heard of that, the vitamin D. That may be true. I've never read that, though. It could be true. I'll get up like last night. My sleep hasn't been that great. I think it's anxiety, but maybe it isn't. I don't sleep sound like I should. I tried a half a gummy last night and no alcohol, and I got about the same effect. I don't think it helped me much. And then I woke up tried to go to bed early, and then I woke up at 4 and stayed up till 6. That's how you got that uploaded video of the trees. Like rather than sit here and twiddle my thumbs, I might as well do something. So I put that video, splice those photos together and added some music and hit upload. Sure enough, when I got up again at 10:30, it was fully uploaded and there were already a few hundred views. Yeah, I was pissed that night, man. Princeton Street. It's about maybe a quarter of a mile south of Michigan Avenue. It runs east-west. Yeah, I just don't think. I think I'm too high strung of a person to meditate, and I'm always ready to have I'm like in the back of a bucking bronco rather than sailing, listen to Christopher Cross in the background. I've always been kind of a high-strung, aggressive, explosive guy that ADD, I'm on high alert all the time. And it seems like rather than getting older and slowing down, it's gotten worse. Oh, cool. Well, you're welcome, Rachel. Nah, the gummies don't do. I don't like them that much. Yeah, I had a great day today. Shit tons of interviews, great photos. Talked to Andy. Uh, I just got an text from somebody up at the hotel that said there's a million people up there, but I got a lot already. Hey, Karen. Yeah, today was the best day in the 11 days that I've been here by far. Yeah, I had a 10-year problem with sleep. I think it's what it's got me in a damn mental hospital. That's where it started. Well, I say that's where it started. I don't know that it's hard to evaluate yourself sometimes. You think you know what's going on, but you don't. But I don't know whether it was depression that made the sleep bad or the sleep bad that exacerbated the depression. But I can tell you this, my sleep went down to where it was about 10 years. There were times when I only got like uh, maybe 90 minutes of sleep. Man, I felt like absolute shit for 10 years. I went to I had a few sleep studies. Cleveland Clinic claims there's some experts in sleep studies. I thought it was a total ripoff. Unprofessional, loud, fans playing, people talking. The great Cleveland Clinic. I think they're full of shit. I'd go there for heart, but that's about it. But they said, yeah, you got a really bad problem with your sleep, but they could never figure out what it was. They were basically guessing. I caught them bullshit me once and then just quit going there. They tried treating me for narcolepsy at one time. People think narcolepsy is you're falling asleep while you're talking to someone, which can happen, but it's a very broad range diagnosis. So basically, it seemed to me, at least in my instance, that, let's try narcolepsy because nothing else has worked. But when you use those medications for sleep, it affects your REM sleep. So even though your eyes may be shut, and, 8 hours went by, and when you look at the clock when the alarm goes off, it wasn't quality deep sleep, restorative sleep. It was kind of like that dozing bullshit. I even tried listening to birds singing at night, and I can remember laying there thinking, God damn it, I wish those birds would shut up. The whole night long. It wasn't like I was dozing and for 10 minutes I heard birds. Dinner, I'm not sure on that. Yeah, narcolepsy, yeah. I'm doing way better than I used to, but I notice I'm kind of in the last 2 months I've been heading south on my sleep. And what's weird is you think the tired and the more behind your sleep that you got, the better you would be at getting a good night's sleep. With me, it seems to work the opposite. The worse my sleep gets, the worse it continues to get. It almost seems like it's impossible to get a good night deep sleep as I slowly unravel into less and less hours of sleep. Whitaker's? Yeah, what is that, Whitaker's? No, I believe that. Yeah, I believe it. A harmonica. Yeah. Yep. Probably right. They say that sometimes. The older you get, the less sleep you need. I'm kind of a night person. That's another problem. No kidding. You can get by on 5 hours, huh? Wow. That's pretty good. What's that, Rachel? I didn't take Daisy today. I think she's part bulldog. Daisy, you a bulldog, honey? Good girl. Good girl. You keep an eye on that door, hon. You keep an eye on that door. Good girl. Yeah, I used to do stuff like that all the time. I used to do a lot more night stuff than I do now. I guess I'm getting old, you know. I used to be out all night long. Before the state took over Belle Isle, I used to like wait until we got some really bad snowstorm. And back then you could be there all night because it wasn't considered a state park and it closed at 10. And I'd go over there and I'd be the only guy there. And like you'd see ice going down the Detroit River, snowing like a bitch. Just sitting there like dozing in and out of sleep. It's beautiful. Kind of like I do it at the airport now. Oh, that's interesting, Johnny, huh? Yeah, Daisy's a very verbal dog. I do talk to her all the time. Daisy, do you think I talk to you too much, hon? Hey, Eddie, go over and get a Slyman's pastrami sandwich for me. Yeah, you're probably right, Rachel. Yeah. I know I feel better if I get 8 hours. Yeah, I agree. That's how it is with me, Klaus. Yep. Same way. Yeah, it sure is. What's that, Eddie? You don't need to overnight anything. You don't need to do that. Just do it regular, you know. Yeah, I do too. Yeah. I notice that if I'm tired, like I start, making excuses like I'll interview and I won't do any photographs or I'll see somebody and if it looks like it's going to be too much bullshit looping around the block, I keep going. So it really is bad all the way around when I don't get enough sleep. I just start doing half-ass stuff. Oh, no, I appreciate it, Eddie. Thank you. No, thank you. I'll be down there one of these days. I love Cleveland. Hey, Orla, how you doing? That Corky and Lenny's is good too. I like that place. Oh, really? Oh, you do, huh, Eddie? Yeah, Cleveland's good. I like all the Rust Belt cities. Yeah, I have more photos. Yep, you better believe I do. Yeah, I'm at a little bit disadvantaged because they've got the good runways closed down now. I probably won't early. I'm half Irish, and for some reason I've read so much and I have so many photo albums and stuff of Europe that it seems like I know everything I want to know about it, and it doesn't excite me that much to go over there. I try and get like a big bang for my buck, like stuff I haven't experienced or seen, and really Europe doesn't interest me that much. Sorry to say. Daisy, would you like to go to Europe, or you stay here in Dearborn? Would you like to stay in West Branch or Dearborn? Yeah, I've tried everything on sleep. Yeah, happy birthday. I've done Alaska, all over the United States, Mexico, Canada. Really, no place else interests me, to be honest with you. It seems crazy. Oh, cool. Did you really, Dolly? Well, yeah, it just, I don't know. I don't see anything there that, like, wow, I'd really like to see that. I did with Alaska. Yeah, I haven't been using Remeron. I mean, there's a little bit of a side effect. No, I have been not using it lately. I wish I would have brought some with me, though, to tell you the truth. I was going on it so long and not needing it. I don't know what the hell happened. I think a little bit's allergies. I did with Meet with Jamie. I had a great meeting with Jamie, yeah. We spent a long time talking today. She looked great. Was in a summer dress. Still has her dog. I met her over at her grandfather's house. Yeah. Good, Horse Whisperer. How you doing? Yeah. I'm surprised to know they're racing over there. It's cool. I'll try and get one of those. How long's that season go on for? Oh, really, Rachel? Yeah, I never checked that out. I didn't ask. Probably not. No, she's not because she went to rehab for 3 hours. She said she didn't like it. But she was looking a hell of a lot healthier. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. Yeah, it's hot today. I'm going to go over to Barnes and Noble probably. Yeah, drug problems are a bitch. Yeah, man, they need it. They need it. Anything's worth a try. Jamie's a nice girl. She's got the sweetest dog in the world. Big old, like, 100-pound pit bull. Just a sweetie. Yeah, I've tried the tea thing. I did that all winter long. Tea's all right, but I'm not that big into it. I force myself to do it. I wish it was like, wow, I can't wait to have a tea when I get home, but it's not. It's kind of like, for the same reason I don't do 50 push-ups when I get up in the morning. Yeah, I would agree with that, Johnny Pie. Yeah, I think you're right on that. Yeah, all that chamomile, all that bullshit. Yeah, that's all right, Miss Daisy. I got hope to run into Wendy. I'll see Tassie before I leave. She mentioned she was getting a box, and I haven't run into Indian Liz, who I have quite a few things for. I don't see any box. I don't have any boxes for Tassie. I mean, they could be sitting at my house, but if they are, they would have been sent way late because, like I said, this is my 11th day. Oh, it was just last night. Okay, I'm glad you're open. Oh, that's cool, Eddie. Yeah. Hey, Angelique, how you doing? Yeah, Indian Live's sweetheart. I've been down there. I haven't seen anybody down off Verner Highway, and I went up and down there a million times. I haven't seen May lately, no. Yeah, Jennifer was always really hard to run into, even during the good old days. Yeah, Andy and Liz is cool, yep. But somebody made a good point, and that is she mentioned in the last interview she planned on doing quite a bit of traveling. So maybe she's in one of those places. 2.5 hours takes me about, yep. About 2.5 hours, yep. Hey, Bobby Lynn. Yeah, that's it, Klaus. I've been cutting up through Inkster, right on the border of Wayne, going up Middle Belt and cutting across Michigan back to the hotel at night. And 2 nights in a row, and I've seen state troopers. I'm sitting at a light last night. You know the problem I have with that one guy. And I'm sitting waiting the light to green, and I see a state trooper to the right of me. And he's waiting for his light to turn green. And he turns the side light on and, like, is fooling around with it. Now, he didn't really point it at me. He kind of pointed it forward. And then I thought, uh-oh, here we go again. And he turned behind me, and I never saw him again. And then when I turned right on Michigan Avenue, here's another state trooper pulling up and getting behind me, and I'm thinking, uh-oh. But nothing happened there either. Oh, Daisy's good. She's a good dog. Sure seems like it. And that was happening quite a bit of in West Branch. You see them up driving around there. Christ, the state police place is right across from where I live. But it seemed more times than not, I've seen state troopers right behind me as I'm heading up to Tim Hortons. And that's just way more than usual. Now, they're not pulling me over, but you can't help when you think of what I've experienced. And they're forced to give me a bunch of records that they don't want to give me. And they're going to have to provide the audio of the person that called them and said that I was threatening a state trooper, which was nonsense. So they got a shit ton of work to do within a certain amount of time period. And I know how vindictive they can be when they get it in for you and you challenge one of their incompetent state troopers that has a criminal record in Ohio. So they're definitely not the best people to have pissed at you. Nothing's happened so far, but I keep one eye open. Like I said a couple nights ago, I should be happy when I see police around, not when I see them now. And I'm not saying all state troopers are bad. I think it's a good organization in general. You need police protection. I'm not into defunding or anything, but I'm going to get to the bottom of that guy pulling me over for that bullshit ticket one way or the other, and I don't think it's going to be good for him. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they're hanging around Inkster so much. And I wonder too if I bet they're out of that same police post of that jerk that I dealt with. I did. Met with Jamie this morning. Yeah, sure did. Yeah, it would, Harold. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, Maddie's doing great. Yep. Oh, Delaware. How you doing, Terry? Yeah, she's doing great. Looked good today. Looked beautiful. Oh, thank you, Angelique. Yeah, she's always like this, actually, if I'm not typing. Because she's a good girl, Daisy. Daisy, you a good girl, honey? You love Dad? Yeah, you a good baby, honey. Hey, Oki, how you a good girl, honey? Cricket is living with an older guy, Kelly's old boyfriend, out around Adrian, Michigan, I think. Now, I can't say that with 100% certainty, but she hasn't been around Southwest, and I've had 4 or 5 people tell me that. So I'd like to it's true. Daisy's around 6 years old, yeah. Yeah, around 6. I don't think they know about the Bigfoot thing, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I'm uploading it right now. I'm uploading her. It's just super long. Her thank you video, and then I did an interview. A lot of times I try not to put both those together just because it's, a little too much. I saw Sherry, I saw Melissa, I saw Chris, the Jesus look-alike. Saw a new lady that's pregnant, new guy. So I got a lot of good stuff today. I think I did. Hey there, Press Evan. I mean, I've learned a long time ago. You'd think I'd be an expert at what people like on YouTube. I mean, there's a couple no-brainers, like people that look like Maddie and Melissa. But the rest of it, you just never know. It doesn't matter to me anyway because, you know, I know that airport videos aren't popular and stuff like that. I mean, I upload the same stuff I've always uploaded. I don't care if you're black, white, old, young, good-looking, ugly, plain, average. I'll interview a paper bag if I can get it to just say one word. Yeah, I travel outside of Detroit, but to tell you the truth, I grew up in a suburb not far from here, and I love everything about it. When I listen to the news, I know everywhere they're talking about it. I never need a map. I know the restaurants. I know so many people. I know the history. So to me, Detroit is a special place. I tell you, it's fun. I'm glad you said that. It triggered a thought. I called the ombudsman's office the other day, and I said, "Hey, look, my name's Tom Reed. I do a lot of Detroit videos, and I mean, in my opinion, Detroit owes me a lot. I mean, I wouldn't have any damn subject matter if it wasn't for Detroit. I mean, whether you like it or whether you don't, that's the truth. If I was in West Bloomfield, Michigan, or Brentwood in California, I'd have nothing to do. And I thank the city for that. And it's struggling, and they need things to do. And I thank the people that I've interviewed. So I called them, and they said, leave a message on what you want. We'll call you back in an hour. And I said, hey, look, I got a YouTube channel. It's pretty much predicated on stuff around Detroit. I interview people of all walks of life. I love the city. If you guys could tip me off on some positive things that are happening that I may not know about, I'd appreciate it, because I'd like to upload more videos about, hey, isn't this great? Look at these new sidewalks. Look at this area that now has a new park, but never heard back from 'em. Yeah, there's no way of knowing. No. 97. Yeah, it's super dry here, big time. It looked like we must have got a little rain last night or the night before, but not much. Yeah, this weather, it's so crazy. It's so hot and humid, and it's still not raining. Sure, Jake. Yeah, well, Detroit and every other Rust Belt city that used to depend on manufacturing. Yeah, I mean, I may call somebody from the mayor's office and say, I know there's things that you think they want to be spin Detroit in a positive light. I'll tell you what I did have happen the other day that I saw was a little deal. I'm walking behind an alley uh, down around Southwest Detroit, and here comes a cop car, pulls down, and slows down, and the window comes down. It's like, uh-oh. She said, good morning, Tom. How are you? It's like, pretty good. How you doing today? She said, good. She said, it's going to be a beautiful day today. It's like, yeah, that's good. It is a beautiful day today. I'm thinking to myself, yeah. Now, I saw Melissa today, the cute lady with the got all the views. And sure enough, some of these crazy, nutty haters got a hold of a friend of hers who got a hold of her somehow and said, don't interview with Tom Reed again. They'll never see you again. He's a serial killer. Yeah, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. I may hear from them or somebody. They're in a financial turmoil right now. Yeah. Hey, Okie, how you doing? Yeah, Melissa is a sweet girl, and so is Sherry. Yep. Wow. Yeah. I know out where Tiffany lives too. She's getting broiled. They're going to get like 10 days of like the worst weather they've ever had heat wise. No, Catherine 313. Nobody pays attention to her. It's like a paper bag blowing down the highway. You wish it was in a trash can somewhere, but it's not. Amanda? Which Amanda? The older lady with the physical issues? I think are you talking about Lori? 112, no shit. Hey, Shani, yep, so far so good. Yep. Oh, Rockport, Texas. Too hot for a bike ride. Miss Daisy D, where do you live? Where do you live? No, you're right, Dave. I agree with you. Yeah. No, they're absolutely nuts. Tassie's great. I will meet up with Tassie. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna. Part of the reason why I haven't met up with her is because I thought I had a buddy of mine that went and looked through boxes, and I got a box on my way to the Red Roof Inn that had already been sent to me in West Branch, and I thought it was for Tassie. It's going to be here tomorrow, and I hope it is. I'm in Dearborn, Michigan. Oh, Corpus Christi. Yeah, that's a nice place. Cool. Well, you like numbers, huh? Penny was murdered, Jaguar. So no, I have not seen her. No, she didn't get a 10. There's a place where Becky can stay. And honestly, I got a guy working on a camper, a used camper. Yep. Oh, wow, that's too hot, Okie. Is that a new photo you got there, Okie? The hell you doing there? Going to a professional photographer lately? Yeah, I mean, I remember some things, but man, a lot of things I don't, believe it or not. Yeah, I got a room for her to stay in, but I haven't talked to her since. It is hard for showers. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah, it is, but she made a good point, Donsky. That is, she's going to be living in it. No, 1 penny. Two Amandas, 1 penny. Two Amandas, 1 penny. Yep. It looks good. You keep getting younger looking. Must be that Rick Simpson oil. Sharon's been around. Yeah. No, I go to a Waffle House when I'm cutting through Bowling Green, Ohio, and of course when I'm in Florida or going through Georgia. We don't have any in Michigan. She's got some problem with her phone or her data plan or something. Yeah. Oh no, Dave. Nope. I haven't seen her. Nope. Yeah, Marguerite. Wasn't that cool? Actually, I've got those photo albums. You see them over there on the top right. I'm gonna make copies of it for Marguerite. Yeah, Sharon's a sweetheart. Good girl. Keep an eye on things. Keep an eye on things. Good girl. Good. Any noise, hon, get on it. You get on that. Now, the door I didn't shut because I was out of the van, and I don't get room service unless I need it because I don't want a maid getting bit by Daisy. But I forgot to shut that door all the way. Now, if somebody opened that door and came in, I guarantee you're going to get bit for sure. I had to go to Greenfield Village my whole life as a kid growing up near here. Honest to God, if I never saw it again, it'd be too soon. I will do that though someday if people are interested in it. Man, I was force-fed Greenfield Village from kindergarten all the way to graduation. I don't talk to her and her boyfriend anymore. Jana, Ninja Daisy. Hey, Jane. Ivy is a good guy. Yeah, yep. Ivy, and I'm not saying he isn't a good guy, but it's interesting to see how much the attractiveness of either males or females uh, parlay into so much many disproportionate positive comments. People default to you being a good guy when you're good looking or you're a good looking woman. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I don't think McDonald's coffee is hot enough. I got two coffees today, one at Leon's, and then I walked down to Tim Hortons. The whole idea behind going to a franchise is consistency. And man, I'll tell you, it runs the gamut on their caramel latte with 2% milk. Like the ones I get down here are not that good. Taste kind of bitter. Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? Consciously aware. Yeah, if I see one more Model T, I'm gonna kill myself. Hey, by the way, consciously aware, you know, the money you gave, I still have money to give to Tassie, but you know, you also gave money for canned foods, and I honestly, on this trip, I just don't think I'm gonna need it or use it. So I can return that or credit to you for somebody else or whatever. You know, it's just I like had so much food to give out this time. You know what I mean? That's good, Okie. That's cool. Oh, okay, Lisa. Thank you. Okay, Terry. Good. I hope you have a good day. All right. Have a good day. Yep. Daisy's having a good day because she's a good girl. A lot of times I'll put Daisy right up here, but and put a towel and she just sits on top of the desk while I'm typing away. You know, if you look at Shih Tzu, that's part of their personality. Two things that makes me think why the part of Daisy is Shih Tzu. One is she likes to push her face into your hand and have you rub it hard, usually the right side. She'll push her face into my hand, want me to rub that like kind of fatty, skinny area around the side of like where her right cheek would be. And another thing, she always wants to be close to you, like this. And when I take a shower, she'll be right outside the bathtub. If I get up and go to the bathroom at night, she'll stay right outside the door. Oh, cool, Eddie. I haven't seen Wendy. I don't know, but in all fairness, you know, it's like Saudi Arabia with temperatures out there, so it's hard to say. Oh, cool, Amanda. And Wendy's a charmer. I mean, she's got a magic wand with the men, so it wouldn't surprise me she could be holed up someplace and being taken care of for a while and doesn't need to be walking. Oh, thank you, Dave. Now, Daisy about once or twice a day will come up to me. She'll come up, put her paws on me, and want me to get up on my lap. And this is one of those times. But like, she's not really a cuddler. I like it cool, and in the winter, I leave my window cracked at home. And when her hair, I found it's better. I'm better off shaving her all year long. And she'll cuddle up to me if it's a cold, cold night, but not too often. I will tell you, in the last 4 months, she's getting more and more clingy. Yeah, the Groove. You can send it to my P.O. box. It's Tom Reed. It's P.O. Box 41, and that's West Branch, two words, Michigan 48661. Thank you. Oh, good. I got a ton more videos now. You know, now I'll tell you all my secrets here. I actually got enough videos to upload for the next 3 days in about a 3 hour period today. It was an excellent day, but I really haven't been pretty unproductive for being here 11 days. No, you know, I didn't, man. I was trying to get out. I wanted a dragon's milk so bad, but I my sleep has been shitty, and so I ate a 5 milligram gummy. Didn't do shit. Now I'll tell you what I've done in the past. I've taken a 5 milligram gummy, and I love to just sip a dragon's milk while I'm buying books on eBay or deleting negative comments. But every time I shouldn't say every time, half the time that I do that, I will feel like absolute shit for 3 days. I will. So I promised myself, do not drink even 3 ounces of alcohol after you've used a gummy. And I stuck to my word last night because I'm always, like I said, it's 50-50. If it's a good night and I can drink a dragon's milk with a half a gummy while I dick around the internet, it's perfect. But I never know it's going to be a good night. And I really haven't got that much accomplished here. And I just didn't want to take the chance of getting up today on feeling like shit. So I didn't do it. I actually disciplined myself last night, which is almost impossible. Yeah, these are real. I think they're good interviews. You know what I mean? I had an excellent interview with Sherry. Melissa, a new girl. It was really good. Fun to talk to Jamie. Hey, George. Yeah, I don't have that great of self-control, to be honest with you. Marijuana, THC gummy. I got a whole shit ton of them. Yeah, honestly, Russell, I don't deal with her or boyfriend anymore. They kind of hinted around to me that I'm a big exploiter, and that a lot of people don't like me. And once they said that, see you later. I mean, you may be able to get a hold of them through information they provided before, but I mean, to cut to the chase, I don't have anything to do with either one of them. I see Jana and I wave, and Casey, the boyfriend, got a leg broken by getting hit by a car. So that's that. Yeah, but like I said, when I was talking to Sherry today, she said, a girlfriend got a hold of her and said, "Do not interview with me because anybody that interviews a second or third time, they never see him again." I'm taking it a day at a time. I have no reason to go home, other than I've only got two more clean shirts left, two more underwears, and one pair of socks. So, there's certain things you just hate doing, which is why I'm going to take that evaluation of discovering your strength because I know what my strong points are and I know what my weak are. And one of my weak points are is here I am eyeballing running out of laundry and I already have shit tons of clothes I've never worn. I thought I overpacked, but I'm going to be forced to go to the laundry, which I absolutely hate. Yeah, I can go to the laundry. Just going in there and bullshitting around the soap and standing there for a half hour and then another 45 minutes to dry. Looks like I'm going to have to do it. In the past, I've always bought new clothes, but I end up buying new hangers because I buy new clothes instead of going to a laundry like a lazy ass. Yeah, he's a bright, bright young guy. I do buy new stuff, but I got too much of it now. Yeah, pain in the ass. Well, I could always give one of the uh, in the old days, I've stayed here for like 25 years through different ownership and managers and everything else. In the old days, I just slipped 20 bucks to a one of the housekeeping girls. But this is new ownership, and I don't even want to ask a new employee that. I'll do it. I just hate doing it. Yeah, and that's another thing. Which laundromat do I go to? Yeah, man up. You're right. You're right about that, Russell. Yeah. Yep. I've realized right now because I rarely do this, and that is that my phone is so sensitive to ambient temperature. That's why my thing is timing out sometimes within an hour, because here we are in a 68-degree room, and it's not plugged in, and I'm going on an hour and 3 minutes. So I've realized now that it's mainly temperature on why the phone it's overheating and shutting down, not necessarily battery power. Yeah, they do, but it's to do the sheets and all that stuff. My clothes is just like crap clothes, anyway. They're so crappy. I wash the whites with the colors. Here, let me show you. Let me show you some of these pictures while I got you on here. It's 21st. I told you I got a slow connection. So let me go here, here, here. Now let me look here. Interview. No, I put them on an external drive. I forgot. Right here. Right here. So here you go. That's Jamie. That's Sherry. See, when this processor's working on an upload, it takes some time for the new photo to load. Here's Sherry. Sherry. Here's Sherry. Yeah, I'll be uploading nonstop. Here's the new one of the new girls. Sweetheart. Here's Chris. Here's a new girl. Well, that's Melissa. Here's the new girl. Here's a new guy. And here's Jamie. Sherry is so appreciative of the things people sent. So there you have it. I took a picture of her tattoos. Thought they were pretty cool looking. True love. Mom. Both her parents died of heroin overdoses 6 years ago. She's 6 months pregnant. So there you have it. The Tran guy, yeah, I got pictures. Yep, I uploaded those. Or did I upload those or not? I don't think I took pictures of the Tran guy. To tell you the truth, I don't think I did. You know, I don't do everything the same. Kind of wing it. No, Melissa explained that. What happened is a friend of hers had her committed that she was going to hurt herself, and it pissed her off. She spent the night in the hospital, and she said she's all for rehab, but not under those kind of circumstances. Yeah, I saw Jamie. Yep, sure did. Here's Jamie right here. Let me show you Jamie's. There you go. Sherry is such a sweetie. She got a gun held to her head and was driven out to Jackson, Michigan and let go. Kicked out of a car. Susan Boyle, yeah, I have. Yep. No, like four new people so far. Jamie's 21, I think, Virgil. Sharon's cute, cute, yep. Sweet, sweetheart. Melissa took so much food and clothes today. Yeah, I worry about him. I do, yes. Actually, let me give you an example today. What happened? I took Becky from Ann Arbor to Detroit the other day, and on the way down there, I'm thinking, I don't know about this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know they're adults and they're down there, but Jamie was kind of hinting around about a ride to Detroit, and I just didn't bring it up again. You know why? I didn't want to take her down there. If I ever found out that, something happened to her and I matched the dates with the day that I dropped her off there, I would really feel bad about that. So it's my own selfishness that just switched subjects, so I didn't have anything to do with driving her there. Will I go to heaven? Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. And she's actually staying with her grandfather. I'll tell you, I don't know whether it's in the water or the area, but there's a lot of people down here with like crazy, beautiful eyes. Yeah, I'm uploading them now. Yeah, as I said, it takes forever. So don't wait around to keep checking for an upload. Believe me, that Marguerite upload, which is a bad example, it was an hour of 4K video, took 26 hours. Oh, you don't? Okay, maybe I will go then. I don't really have any. I really don't have any. Reason to go down there to pick it up because the old Astro van is working pretty good. It is, but it's a super slow uh, setting. Nothing I can do about it. No, I haven't seen Ebony. No. Yeah, he's a good guy. No, it's in a warehouse. No, it's in a warehouse. Hey, Georgia. Hey, Jana. I don't fish, no. No, it's super slow here. Nope. This is Sherry. You have any sweetheart, huh? Nobody's seen her. I'm assuming she's with her mother. I don't know why I haven't heard from her lately. Can you see this pretty good? Yeah, sure do, Rachel. Yep. You just sacked out of my lap. No, I asked Sherry, I normally never do this, but I got so many questions that I asked her today. I said, it's none of my business. I hate to ask you this, but I get a lot of people that comment about, marks on your face and they think it's meth. She said it's not meth. She claims it's bed bugs. And she also says that when she's away from there and she has access to some steroid cream, that her face gets much better. Now, she was staying with some guy out in Farmington for a week, and whether you believe that or not, you got to say that Sherry's complexion improved. So, I mean, you've got to default to that she knows what she's talking about. If you compare this photo to the other one, I think she's probably telling the truth. Oh, thank you, Bob. Yeah, it's her. Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't. I talked to them, said we'll get together before I leave, left them a message and texted them a couple days ago, and I haven't heard from them. Nope. I stay in a hotel. I live a couple hundred miles from Detroit. Yeah. Yeah, I think she's pretty. Yeah, Abby's a cool guy. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, hon. Yeah, all the years as being on the road doing surveillance, I got bit by bed bugs one time in Illinois. Okay, Russell, good night. Oh, yeah, Daisy's helping upload. Thank you, honey, for uploading. Yeah, but first of all, why would she lie about it? And secondly, why would her face look so much better after being out there a week? I had breakfast. I uploaded earlier turkey sausage and eggs, and that's all I had today. No, you're right, George. Yep. Yeah, it's a good question. Oh, it's hot out. I was thinking of that. I would have liked to got some of that Mexican corn today, but it'd be really hot down there right now. Yeah, you're right. You're right, consciously aware. You're probably right. She is so sweet. You will love her thank you video and her interview. She's like Maddie, just positive and sweet. No kidding. She reminds me of one of the women that you see on those old black and white Dust Bowl photographs. Yeah. She looks so cute here. I mean, my opinion from a photographic standpoint, being down here is an absolute gold mine. This photo right here, to a guy like me, it doesn't get any better than that. This is like my dream photography day right here. This is this one shot, shots like this right here with that t-shirt and her story, and she's so sweet, and an old couple mattresses thrown behind a building. Just speaks volumes. This is like an everything picture to me. Yeah, I mean, it just sums it up. You know, unmaintained buildings, the t-shirt. You're right, George. I mean, this is like my dream photograph. You know, I have moments sometimes where, you end up getting down here and uh, you get the camera and you know how to work it, and then this actually happens. You actually see somebody like this and take this photograph. To me, not that anybody couldn't do it. Like I said, I shoot on an automatic mode with a good camera, but to me, this is to me right up there with this is as good as it gets. And it wasn't like I said, "Hey, go stand in front of those mattresses." They just happened to be there. Yeah, it's because it's a good camera. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. Good camera takes good cameras take good photographs. Swear to God. Yeah, if you had this camera, I could give it to you. You'd be taking the same photos. The only thing I fool with is exposure a little bit. I'll take a practice shot and just see if it's in the ballpark, and then fire away. Oh yeah, that tree is a killer, isn't it? That's my new avatar, a dead tree. No, I forgot to ask Addie. I'll be seeing Maddie again. I'll find out for you. I don't think it was too big a deal because I talked to her on and off camera, and it wasn't brought up by her. Good girl. You keep an eye on there. Good girl. That a girl. You keep your head under there. You looking. You keep looking, hon. Good girl. Thank you, Rose. Good girl. Yeah, that's the girl. That's my babe. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love that tree. Isn't it cool, Dave? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I love that tree. That's, as you guys probably know, that's right across from where I go and photograph the airplanes landing, so it's easy access. Good girl, hon. You're on the ball. Good job. Good job. Good job, honey. Good girl. Good girl, hon. Oh, thank you, Marley. Yeah, that tree cool looking, I know, and that's why I went back there at night and got some more photos. I did blow it yesterday. I had an opportunity to have a absolute fantastic sunset, and I went and did something else. I realized that after I got to where I was at, that I should have went over to the tree. That's all right. I'm there a lot. I'll get some good ones in the future. That tree's not going anywhere. No, I got, a lot of stuff in a shorter period of time. It's hotter than a bitch out. I wanted to get a video uploading and download all the video and photos that I done this morning. So when I have that much good stuff in that short of time, now I'm in a really good mood. It's too hot to take Daisy with me. I'm kind of just. You want me to sit you down there? Whoa. You want me to sit you down? I'm just having a good time not doing anything. and I'm gonna let it cool down a little bit. Head over to Barnes and Noble for an hour. Maybe get a Mexican corn, come back and get Daisy and take her out to her park. I mean, if I don't do another interview today, it's fine with me because I got had a great day. Yeah, she's an excellent guard dog. No, I'll give you pictures of the tree. A couple people have asked me for photos. Actually, I took those photographs for Melodic. You know, he happens to live in the same town I do. He likes photography, and anybody that wants pictures of anything, the easiest way for me to do it is you to email me your address. I'll put them on an SD card, and I will mail them to you. It's easier that way because they're huge files. These are 46 megapixel photos. So essentially, you can do a wallpaper of your room, and you don't lose any resolution. It's a huge, giant file. When you make it bigger, it isn't going to fall apart. That's why I bought that camera. You know, isn't that dead tree cool? I think so too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting more. I'm lining more and more people up with cash apps. Yep. My email is Reed, REED, 1956 at gmail.com. And put in the subject line what photos you want, and then put your address in the body of the email. Just give me a few days when I get back, and I'll mail them to you. It's a cool tree. I agree. Yeah, Barnes and Noble's cool, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, I think it looks cool too, Jordan. Yeah, I sure do. Yeah, it's the easiest way for me to do it. People say, well, how can that be easy? Believe me, it is. What's hard is when, you know, that one photo you took like, 2 weeks ago? Then I got to go find it. And then I got to figure out which one it is you want. It's too big of a file to send in an email without getting it compressed, which ruins the whole theory of a high resolution file. So it's better for me and better for you that you get it in the mail, and then you can just put those on your computer and you have the same quality image I do. Yeah, no problem, Allison. Yep, it's no problem. It's easy. It's easy for me to do it that way. There were some people I met when I was doing some moon photos over at Taos about a month ago, and I see them and they love the moon, and I said, "Well, you guys like a couple pictures of them? Sure, we would." Well, I wanted to get them the best pictures, and that's what screws me up. That's why I'm going to evaluate myself on this. Discover your strengths, because even though I want to do it, I don't mind doing it. When I say something like that to someone, I want to get them the best pictures, and when I'm not caught up and I'm trying to do things, I never get around to finding the best pictures. That's why it's easy for me to just send you the whole series of that subject matter. So finally, after about 2 weeks, it's like, hey, bitch, where's our pictures? It's like, yeah, you're right. Would you mind if I just sent you a bunch of them and you can pick out which one you like on an SD card? It's like, no, please do. So that's what I did. And I realized right then that it's 1,000 times easier for me to do it that way than it is to look for that one photo they want in the thousands of images that I take during a month-long period. So it's much easier for me. Oh, cool. Consciously aware. Interesting. Oh, no kidding. Hey, crazy. Oh, yeah, I got millions phone. Yeah, I'll send you the tree. That's no problem. No, it's nothing. It's like the SD cards are cheap now. Actually, when those people wanted those moonshots, I thought, well, what size SD card should I get? So I just happened to have a 16 gigabyte card left, and I put those images on there. It was like nothing. So I thought, well, as long as I'm sending this, I might as well give them a full 16 gigabyte card on, other cool shit like moonshots, sunrises, sunsets. It took me forever to fill up a 16 gig card, so I'm going to order a bunch of them on YouTube because I can put a shit ton of images on a small card, which hardly costs anything at all, and it's like $1 to mail it. Big deal. I've been a private detective my whole life, my whole adult working life. No, it wasn't. Becky and Tracy got into an argument, and I edited that all out, which was a pain in the ass. They were fighting over some bullshit. Yeah, I will look for it consciously. It would probably be easier if I ordered it used off Amazon. You know, Barnes and Noble's new books. I do buy new books there just because I want them to stay in business, but it's not worth what they want for a new book. I mean, that's why you'll see them edging towards more soft cover books, paperbacks. It's a higher profit margin and they're a lot less cost. But you know, there's magazines all over in Barnes and Noble now that are $39. Photography magazines and stuff, which is absolute bullshit. I'm not paying $39 for a magazine. They did. They went down. They did because they didn't sell them though. It was actually a good idea. Same with their transportation section. You know, if you're going to buy a book on how to fly a plane or 1960 Corvettes, you're going to order it off Amazon, and they finally figured that out. So they're, you know, it's capitalism. They're there to sell you things, and they're not going to fill an 8 foot long section. That happened when I was in Chicago, about a year before Barnes and Noble closed. I mean, Borders closed. They really changed the section of like photography and history and even regional stuff. It went from like a 40 foot 3 shelf section of the store to, you know, 4 square feet. They weren't yelling at me. It was her and Tracy arguing. And I bitched her ass out. I finally had to threaten them and told them I was going to cut them off and give their stuff to somebody else if they said one more peep. Oh, I love the Canadian Rockies. Well, I think I'm going to sign off. My phone is down. I've realized now after an hour and 32 minutes, so it's a heat issue with my phone. So I'm down to 5%, which means it's going to die anytime. I'm actually going to leave it here while I go over to Barnes and Noble. So I'll get on later tonight. You guys have a good night. And I'm out of juice now. And don't wait around for Jamie's upload. I'm telling you, these take forever. Like hours. So you have a good day. I appreciate you guys watching. And see you, Daisy D. See you, Renee. See you, Okie. You guys have a good day. Bye, Jordan. Yep. Take care. Okay, bye-bye.